Morning students. Good morning students. Um, Today we are going to discuss about data mining, unit 1. Today topic is data mining functionality. So I already told you what do you mean by data mining. Data mining is a methodology. Okay, so we have to extract the information from various sources and apply this into the data mining methodology. This will be processed to produce the result. Okay, so how it was processed, so that answer can be how it was done by using the data mining methodology. This can be going to discussed in this class. Next is, so data mining functionalities. Data mining functionalities are used to specify the kind of pattern to be found in the data mining tasks. So what is the use of this? It is used to specify the kind of pattern. So it is also kind of pattern to be found in the data mining task. So what is a task? Task is nothing but it can be divided into two categories. One is descriptive task, another one is predictive task. Okay, so what do you mean by descriptive task? That is the general properties of a data is called the descriptive task, and another one is predictive task. It is used to perform the inference or scientific knowledge, okay, on the current data. So these are the two tasks under the data mining. And also it should be able to discover the patterns and various granularities. Already told you, we had studied in the classification of data mining. Granularity is nothing but it is the size of the database. So here we have to expose the different level of abstraction. Okay, so under this data mining functionalities, we are going to discuss about concept class description. This is done by the characterization and discrimination. And second one is analysis. Third one is classification and prediction. Fourth one is cluster analysis. And fifth one is outlier analysis. Sixth one is evolution analysis. Using these methodologies, the data mining can be processed. Okay, next we are going to see one by one in detailed. Next slide is concept class description. So under this, what do you mean by class? Class is nothing but it is a collection of objects. Okay, what do you mean by data? Data can be associated with the classes or concepts. Descriptions of a class or concepts are called the class or concept descriptions. அதாவது என்ன சொல்லியிருக்காங்க, கிளாஸோட டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷனும் ஆர் கிளாஸோட கான்செப்டையும் தான் நம்ம என்ன சொல்கிறோம்னா கிளாஸ் பார் கான்செப்ட் descriptions. So what is the descriptions? Descriptions can be derived by using the two methodology. One is data characterization, another one is data discrimination. What do you mean by data characterization? Which is used to summarizing the data of the class under the study. It is otherwise called as a target class. Okay, and what do you mean by data discrimination? Which is used to comparison of the target class with one or set of comparative classes. It is otherwise called as a contrasting classes. So we can summarize this slide. Data characterization is otherwise called as a target class. What is the function of data characterization? Which is used to summarize the data of the class. Okay, what do you mean by data discrimination? It is otherwise called as a contrasting class. What it will do? It will do comparison of the target classes, one target class or other set of target classes. Okay, next is data characterization. I already told you, data characterization is a summarization of the general characteristics or features of target class of data. How it can be summarized by using the one technique. That technique is called as a attribute oriented indexing technique. What is the purpose of using this means? Which is used to perform the data generalization and characterization without step by step user interaction. and the output of the data characterization, how it was presented by using the various forms. The example: pie chart, bar chart, curves, multidimensional data cubes, multidimensional tables, including crosstabs. These are all the presentation or visualization views. Okay, the resulting of the descriptions can also be presented as a generalized relation or in the rule form. This is called as a characteristics rules. Okay, so what is data characterization? It is a summarization of the general characteristics, which is also used one technique. That technique is called as the attribute oriented induction technique. What it will do? It will do the step by step user interaction process, and how the output of the data characterization can be presented means by using the pie chart, bar chart, curves, etc. Understood? And next is data discrimination. Data discrimination is otherwise called as a contrasting class. We had already studied in the previous slide. So data discrimination is nothing but it is a comparison of the general features of one target class or also the set of target classes. Okay, and also general features of objects from one or set of contrasting classes. Object oriented databases are based on the object oriented programming paradigm. Here fully the data discrimination is fully based on the objects. So what is object? Each entity is considered as an object. What is the types of objects? Set of variables, set of messages, set of methods. These are all the content of the object. That means we can say that each object can associated with the set of variables, set of messages, set of methods. And finally, each object is a instance of its classes. Okay, so we have to summarize these two slides: concept and class description, concept and class description. What we have to summarize means that is both are based on the objects. Okay, and next is association analysis. That is next functionality of data mining is association analysis. So it is a discovery of association rules showing attribute value conditions that are occur frequently together in a given set of data. That is, for example, we have to consider the market basket analysis or transaction data analysis. How the association rule can be we are going to form means, that is X implied Y. That is X A1 A and A2 and A3 and up to AM. Okay, that means X is having the variable A, and it is also consist of 1, 2, 3 up to M items. Okay, and it is implied to B1 and B2 and up to Bn. What do you mean by that? Y is having the variable B and it is having 1 to N items, where AI for I is belongs to 1, 2, 3 up to M, and BJ, B is denoted, J is belongs to 1, 2, N are the attribute value pairs. These are the pairs of items. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? Means that is the association rule X implied Y. We have to form by using the association analysis. That is X implied Y means it is interpreted as the database tuples that satisfy the conditions in X are also likely to satisfy the conditions in Y. That is the meaning of this. Next method is classification and prediction. Next data mining functionality is classification and prediction. So what is classification? Classification is the process of finding a set of models or functions. Finding a set of models or functions. The derived model is based on the analysis of set of training data. That means the data objects whose label is known. Okay, how the derived model can be presented? The derived model may be presented in various forms such as classification, if then rules, decision rules, mathematical formula, or neural networks. So these are all the way how we can present the derived model. Okay, next is, what is decision tree? Decision tree is a flowchart like tree structure where each node denotes a test on an attribute value. Each branch represents an outcome of the test, and the tree leaves represent the classes or class distributions, and it is also converted to the classification rules. Another one point is, another one presentation view is neural network, which is used for the classification. It is also having the collection of neuron like processing units with weighted connections between the units. So this is called as a neural network. The neural network means that is, it is a collection of neurons like processing units. That means all the processing units are called as a collection of neurons. What is going to connect with this neurons means by using the weighted values, okay, between the units. And the classifications can also be used for predicting the class label of data objects. The predicted values or numerical data is often referred to as a prediction. So the prediction value can be represented by using the numerical data. The prediction may refer to both the data value prediction and also the class label prediction, and these two, classification and prediction methodology, preceded by the relevance analysis. These are all the way how the how it was presented. Okay, and next is cluster analysis. Fourth methodology of data mining functionality is cluster analysis. What do you mean by cluster? Cluster is nothing but it is a group of similar object or different object. Okay, so based on the condition we have to cluster. So cluster analyzes the data objects without consulting the known class labels. Clustering can be used to generate the labels. The objects are clustered or grouped based on the principle of maximizing the intra-class similarity or minimizing the interclass similarity. So clustering can also facilitate the taxonomy formation, that is the organizations of observations into the hierarchy classes that group similar events together. I already told you. So grouping of objects is otherwise called as a cluster analysis. This is one of the method we saw in this class. And next is fifth functionality is outlier analysis. A database may contain the data objects or model of data. So what is the content of database? Data objects or model of the data. These data objects are called as the outliers. Okay, the analysis of outlier data is referred to as the outlier mining. Outliers may be detected using the statistical test, and also derivation based methods identify the outliers by examining the differences in the main characteristics of the object in a group. So the outlier is done by using the derivation methods and also the statistical methods. And the next functionality of data mining is evolution analysis. Data evolution analysis describes the models, regularities or trends for the objects whose behavior changes over the time. This may include the characterization, discrimination, association, classification or clustering of time related data. These are all the, what is this? These are all the functions of the data mining. Okay, so the evolution analysis can done by using the data mining functionalities, and also distinct features such as analysis include the time series data analysis, sequence or periodicity pattern matching, and a similarity based data analysis also done by using the evolution analysis. So what we have to summarize in this class means that is data mining is a methodology which is used to process what are all the informations extracted from the various data sources. Thank you, girls.